So today is a very random day. I was just chilling alone in my hostel room, and uh, I was just having some biscuits, and I was thinking that I should I should make a video, just for no reason, apparently no reason. I had a lot of ideas to make videos about different topics, but as of now, I'm not prepared for anything. I tried, but I was just too lazy to make videos. But again, I just had to start it, so I started it anyway. So I did not had time to choose for any topic or anything. So I'm just going to talk about a pending topic that I was thinking about making a video, and it is a significant topic, and it is getting more and more irrelevant by the day, but still it is relevant enough. So basically, I am a NEET aspirant. I'm currently giving um, I have given re-NEET 2026. It was my first attempt, and I'm currently um, doing repeat or drop year. So this subject couldn't be more uh, mm, I'll say more concerned with me than anything. So I'm trying to talk about the CJP protest and the whole fiasco. It is actually, so let's start from the beginning. The the NEET 2026 question. I mean, the exam conducted on 3 May got leaked, and anyway, so my personal experience was quite different than the general audience, because I had different circumstances, so I was actually happy for the leak. So I shouldn't have been, but again, personal reasons. But afterwards, I wasn't so much on the social media. I remember the CJP starting. I was still not on social media. I was getting reels and suggestions from friends. They were telling me, okay, this certain account is trolling, like the making some memes and content about this leak and trying to raise a voice, and they are having getting followers very rapidly. In like within days they had like millions, and I was like, okay. I was interested at first, and I was like, okay, I was like, yeah, that's a good thing. I'd follow him. I'd follow that page right now. But I stopped. I did not follow it right away. And at that time, other people, other guys, I was just having randomly tea, and there would be guys talking about this CJP and stuff. After a few days, as they gave up more content, and they specified that they are not just against the whole leak thing, they are also against the government. I knew. I just knew that this is much more than the leak. This definitely has a lot of political angle to it. And of course, my feed told me exactly what it was. So I never followed that page, and I was suggesting others, telling others the truth. But they were not much concerned. They were like, yeah, it's at least we are doing like after the whole Nepal youngsters protest and stuff. Indian youth just wants to do something like that. They are so jealous. They're just craving something big. I mean, yeah, we are the fucking young generations. We will do this. We will do that. But the truth is, we do not need. I mean, at least as of right now, And even if we do, we are not like Nepal's youngsters. Even though we are culturally so similar, but at the same time we are a little different, because even though I am a youth, okay, let's just not talk about it anyway. So I just feel like India is a way bigger country to have one opinion. Nepal is a small country, a small country, okay, and it is easier to unite people. Here it isn't. It is easier to verify the truth, I'd say, but here there are just too many angles. Anyway, so even my teachers from my tuitions, they were a little supportive of this CJP and stuff. They might be liberals, they might be ignorant, I don't know. I think most people just do not know the truth. The thing is, they just, yeah, okay, so there is a youngsters representing us. Yeah, sure, I'll follow. And the whole getting so many followers in hours thing. Again, it was very much relevant to how the youngsters like to see the revolution. The revolutions back in the day used to be cost so much, but nowadays it's just like, yeah, I'll follow this page and done, my part of the revolution is done. But that's not how it should be done. But again, people just want to be part of something big. They want to see something unfold, or they like drama, and that's just the basic human nature again. And yeah, so um, the people who had an opinion, they were, of course, they of course had an opinion, but people who did not, they also tried to participate. For example, for like weeks, 2 weeks, I guess, I did not know that the whole CJB thing was actually against NEET, because it started off as, that Chief Justice calling youngsters cockroaches, and I thought, well, that's it. It is it's good. You are making a meme page out of something something like that, and it's good. You must point it out. But the moment they started the whole political thing, I understood that this does not represent the youth. This represent a political party that this is like proxy political party. It is like that, and it of course has a lot of affiliations with the left lobby already, enough to prove that this is definitely connected with the with certain political parties. And the proof is inevitable, even though it is not like out there in the face. But the truth is that we all know that this was a politically motivated stunt. In a way, they did not care, because again, so when the protest thing started and the Jantar Mantar and stuff, that was the point that I actually understood for the first time, this is for the NEET. And I was like, okay, but where are the fucking NEET students? They are fucking studying just like me. They come back to their tuitions and stuff, and they are studying there, and that's the best thing they can do. They cannot change the system. Getting a resignation from a, I mean, we can expect a resignation from a minister, but at the end of the day, that is not going to change for a student. So the students, at least, first of all, at least they there are two options from here. At least they should have fully invested or fully backed out, because first of all, they are students, so their first work is to do study. That's it. And so if all the students come together, it would be a genuine protest and it is fine, and that it would have resolved in days. But the thing is, uniting this diaspora of people is not possible because we are still so young. It's like 16 and 17 and 18-year olds, many of whom do not have social media. Like, I was so inactive at that time because I wanted to focus on study. And and a lot of these, like, they do not want to, even if like the protests are arranged like in their own hometown and stuff, these people do not want to participate. These are like literally kids. They are treated as kids by their parents, the society and stuff. At the same time, it's just not practical unless everyone comes together. If you arrange a protest, the hostels are not going to allow it, the parents are not going to allow it, the society, the classes, everyone is going to oppose them. And the thing is, that's exactly what has happened. That's why there was so much less representation initially, at least. And that's the thing. If the protest should have been more organized and more towards the actual students who were betrayed, who actually got affected, it just never felt like it was supposed to be for me, for an average NEET aspirant. It wasn't. And the second option was that the NEET students continue their study and other people fight for them. But again, this got turned into a political movement. The thing is, if other people are fighting for us, but again, they, then it wouldn't have been as much effective. But that was the obvious thing, because you are asking for a resignation, but something that doesn't directly have any advantage. If it were student, it would make sense that these people are angry and all of that, and it would have been much more sensitive thing. But when adults are doing it, when the people not related to this, not much concerned with this, are doing this, it is just proxy war, just proxy protest. How can we take it seriously? And again, the problem is that we went as far as to protest and even like stone belting and stuff. What for? What for? Getting a resignation from a minister? Is that really a student would do? Something a student would do? A student will never belt a fucking stone. A student will never go on a hunger strike trying to kill himself. A student will not waste his time. And that's the thing. It wasn't just student protest at all. And these adults, they just had one political, you know, motivation. They just wanted to oppose the government, and they exactly did the same. There was just so much of dishonesty in this protest that I just feel like everyone is betrayed. Even me as a NEET aspirant is betrayed by this protest, and even the normal people who were genuinely trying to support this cause, they are also betrayed. They were sold the promise that this is a protest for a genuine cause, but the cause was insignificant. And even if even insignificant, so, but it would have been okay, but it wasn't honest at all. So they achieved a significant thing in the most dishonest way. That's how I would put this protest. Because it just, the thing is, as a NEET aspirant, it wasn't that important for me to get the resignation uh, from the minister. I would rather have a better administration promise than all of this gimmick political agendas. I just, anyway. So yeah, that's my point of view, that this wasn't a student protest. This specifically wasn't a NEET student protest. There were no NEET students out there. The thing is, NEET is and so such an extremely competitive exam that we cannot even afford to protest against, like it being conducted in a wrong way. We cannot even protest it. We do not have enough time to do all of that stuff. I just want to say that those who were there at the protest, you just wasted months of your time, and you are far behind now. You are far behind. You achieved something, but at the end of the day, that doesn't make a fucking difference. Yeah, good. You got the resignation from the minister, but you wasted a fucking month of preparation, and now you are behind a lot of students, and you achieved nothing. The exams would have been conducted in a more secure manner already. Like there wouldn't be there was already a difference made in the administration and more care taken. I mean, I would just suggest that the whole protest would be um, fair and honest if the objective was rather something significant, like changing the whole system of NTA, National Testing Agency, and something like more transparency, or something like a bill, or something like an amendment or law or something. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't anything substantial. So what did we get out of this protest? Nothing but drama, nothing but memes, nothing but just a lot of trending videos and posts on social media, and that's how most people on the internet thrive. You, me and you, people like you, we just liked the posts. Yeah, we enjoyed the memes, but at the same time we were just a part of the engagement, the part of the audience for the people who are making the memes. So, and the thing is, we were like, oh my god, I do not have time, but I have to get the latest bit of this protest, so I'm going to waste my time watching this protest and forming my opinion on this, going to places, going to protest, and doing all sort of stuff. I just want to I just want to tell you that no matter who you are, if you are a NEET aspirant or not, do not engage in such a political movements. You are just wasting your time. You are just a pawn, a mere pawn in their game. And that's it. Just respect your own time. Others will not. May it be on the social media. If you scroll uh, everything like for hours and you think that this is the most important stuff right now, like, I missed the whole CJP protest and its memes. Does it matter? No. I saw few of the clips and stuff, and it was really funny. But did I miss anything? Right now, it is my prime time. I have to give every single second towards my goal, and that's why I'm saving this time. And that's the reason that it's not. It's out there on the internet. I can go back and see the memes. It isn't like once in a lifetime moment again. Just get on with life. Like if I go on the social media right now, there must be a topic that is trending. The trending page never gets down. That's the thing. I can always resume. The content will be different, but the reward will be same. So it was just another trend, I will say, and many people profited from that. May it be your favorite content creator that you think was very honest. Even he made a lot of money covering this protest. May it be criticizing, may it be supporting, they just made a lot of money out of your engagement, and you were wasting your time thinking that this is a very significant thing. If you want to protest, just get a honest cause and just go out there on the street and make sure that you get the goal, the result that you want. Don't just waste your time on social media. again, then why am I making this video is just um, many things. I'd say I was bored. I wanted to utilize my time. I wanted to practice speaking in English. And yeah, I like this whatever I'm doing. I like talking to myself, and talking to a camera is the same thing. Actually, without even camera, I have like every day I like to talk like for a half an hour at least to myself on various topics. So talking to a camera even is um, more valuable, more productive for me. At least I'm recording something and um, turning it into like productive thing. So yeah, so that was today's topic. If I had done this video like a week or 2 weeks ago, I would have much more to say because it was like a very fresh thing back then. But yeah, if you want my political opinion, then the thing is, um, of course, you must have gotten from this video, you must have understood that I am not an anti-government people a person, or I do not like I speak um, I criticize the left lobby and everything, the leftists, the liberals. So of course I'm far right. No, I'm not far right. Actually, I would not put myself on that spectrum. I'm just I'm just a person. My political views vary. Sometimes there are certain things that I agree with the liberals, certain things that I agree um, with the conservatives. The thing is, I do not want to associate myself with any political party or any political uh, movement or side. The thing is, we all just should have one, like our own opinion, and that's the way it is. I have my own opinion, and I'll be with it. It does not matter if the political party that I like is telling me to do something but I do not agree, but just because I'm supposed to be on the side of that party I must do that. No, no. The thing is, I should control the political parties that I want, not the other way around. It's my belief, it's not my belief, and then my belief controls me. It's not like that. Anyway, so again, this was a very insignificant, a very dishonest protest, and I just feel like okay, so there are a lot of stuff that happened after the protest. So again, it's just the thing that during this protest, everything was like against our prime minister, but even and the thing was, everyone thought that he would get so much like negativity against him after the protest, but the thing is, people turned out to like him even more because he turned into a influencer, and that's just the charisma of that man, you know. Again, it's the thing is, our my feed, your feed betrays us. You might have seen a different picture, I might have seen the different picture, and that's the thing is that the real picture is always in the statistics. Like on the day, like the next the next election will be in like few years, and on the day of the election, the numbers, the votes will tell you the truth. It doesn't matter what happens in the next few years on social media. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. The thing is, as much as we hate statistics, the thing is they are the only truth, because personal experiences doesn't count at all. Personal experiences vary so much that there there would be no it doesn't make sense to have a census based on that, because you think, like for example, I am a good person and people around me are the good person, so I think every average person is a good person, but the thing is, no, that's not it. You are just, you are something and people around you are something, doesn't mean that everyone is like that. We all have such a bubbles around us that we think is the reality, but the thing is it isn't. So that's why we cannot believe in a single person or a single belief. The statistics are the most reliable thing that we can believe in. Anyway, so is there anything left to say? I still do not have a social media, so I don't know what is going on with CJP and everything. As far as I know, that they are still against the government, but this time they are more and more openly against the government, which is like, yeah. So now that the whole responsibility of and credibility of NIT protest is ended, now you can come out and tell the truth about your political motivations. Nice. Anyway, so a very respectable man was dragged into all of this, and at the end, he left with no respect, at least from a certain demographic. But again, no matter what, he was scrutinized and everything. Even I respected that man, but at the end of the protest, I just feel like everyone suffered. That man suffered in both terms, physically, mentally, and again, his respect was lost. And for us too, a lot of us were mentally exhausted too. So this just I just think that this isn't the fair price that we paid for this. Again, I have strong belief that the minister should have resigned on his own because it is his moral duty to do so. But again, it's not Japan that people will take their responsibility so seriously that they make a minor mistake and they'll be apologizing and they'll be resigning. Again, the minister was dishonest. I'd say that I'll just say that because even in the initial days he should have resigned. Like, why so much shame? Why? You have failed your administration. It was nothing about you. You did not leak or anything. We are not accusing you of doing anything, but the thing is, it was your administration. It was like your duty to monitor everything, but you did not. So I just feel like the shame and the stigma associated with all of this was the reason that he did not. But again, do we want such a dishonest ministers? No, but can we do anything against them? By law, nothing. We can suggest him that his moral responsibility is to resign, but legally, he wasn't um, supposed to, like, he wasn't responsible for. But again, he should have initially, very initially. But I still think that wasn't worth it to protest. Anyway, so I don't know who is watching this or anything. Most probably just me from the future. So so I don't know, yaar. I don't know. I am in the stage of life जहाँ पर मुझे हर दिन I'm happy. That's the thing. I'm happy with my life. I'm struggling. I'm going through a lot of pain, but I am happy. And there is so much of life going around me. Every single day is worth documenting, but I just do not have enough time. Like right now, I want to talk about my day because it was already interesting. It was like 4 p.m. right now, and it was already interesting. But I just do not have enough time. And again, when I do these kind of videos, I just want to be perfect. This was one of the examples where I tried to deliberately be imperfect, like in perfect camera angle, in perfect everything, just blurting out everything that comes in my mind. but but again, uh, I'm keeping a journal, so most probably you will get that content there. But again, I'd like to remind that this is a truly revolutionary part of my life where I'm discovering myself, discovering my goal in life, my purpose in life, and the way I want to continue living my life. And the thing is, just I'm just happy. I'm occupied. I'm trying my best to do what is best for me, and it's just a quick bit of what is going on in my life. And another thing, that I have a foot corn right now on my leg, on my feet, that I will be getting removed in like hours. I have to go to the hospital. So yeah, a quick bit of what is going on in my life. That's it. And today is like 11th August 2026. It's just crazy that the time will fly so fast that when I say this date, 2026, it will be someday I'll be saying, oh, that was like 10 years ago. And I'll be looking back and I'll be like, it felt like yesterday. At the same time, I'll have a fucking beard, right? I will have even deeper voice, maybe. I will have learned at least one language, not just one language, man. In 10 years, I should have learned like 10 languages if I could, if I had the time and motivation enough. But at least two languages, bro. At least two. So I'll be like, oh, at that time, I did not know these languages. It will be a nice thing. Okay, I should make a video on what I believe my future will be like and what I want it to be like. The way that's the thing, when you start dreaming of these little things, you actually find purpose in life, and a thing to live for, a thing to um, save your time and be productive for. And again, I'm going to a transformation, so I'll be talking a lot about self-help, about being productive, about goals and stuff. That's just part of the product. That's just part of the process, because one of my core beliefs is that we have to be so optimistic to the point that we are mad, that we are believing in anything at this point, that every single little sign should be taken so much positively, that like everything should be taken as a good sign. For example, I'm eating biscuits, and if I like get double cream on a biscuit, even that thing I'll be taking as a sign that I don't know what kind of sign, because I do not believe in God, so that's not a sign from God, but I'll say that that's a sign from the fucking universe, that the universe wanted to reward me. Yeah, so that's the level of optimism, that's the level of belief, and that's the level of delusion that you have to live in to to I don't know, to live a better life. That's just what I have noticed, and that's one of my core beliefs. That's why I'm going on about what is going on in my life, and retelling you in such an optimistic way, because no matter what happens in my life, I'll be just as optimistic. Otherwise, I'll just lose all my motivation. I'll have such an attitude towards my life that's just boring, and I'll not have enough motivation to be productive anyway. So it's been like a 43 minutes, so yeah, I'll just get some biscuits. I'll get fresh, and I'll be going to the hospital. Maybe I'll be studying. I really want to study, but again, it's just that I have to get in the zone, so I'm still working on some parts of that thing. But yeah, it's going great. I just believe that right now, if I want to complain, I'll be complaining it in my journal, uh, because that's not a complaint. That's the thing I need to work on. So that's not something that I cannot change. For example, I have this problem with getting into the zone. Unless I'm in the zone of studying, I cannot study. So I'll have to change that, and I'll have to work on that. It's not a permanent thing, it's not nothing that I cannot change. So it shouldn't be a complaint, it should be a thing that I need to work on, and I have to acknowledge that. If I just say it out loud, it's a negativity. It's not, it doesn't make a difference unless I start working on it. So I just feel like that's the thing. Okay, I'm going to make a video. I guess I'm just going to write it out, everything that I've learned in this phase of growth and development. But I'm losing time so fast. I'm occupying my whole day and trying to be productive, but at the same time I'm not reaching my productivity goals, and I have so much to do. I wanted to write about how I am growing, how I am, what is happening in my life, of course, journaling and everything about the um, about how to like just about this growth and everything. And another thing that I wanted to write about my passion, my hobbies and everything, about learning languages and everything. Yeah, so I have a lot of things in my mind, but I just do not have enough time. But yeah, let's just be optimistic. So do you want to like have a little tour? So this is my hostel room, and currently I am alone. My roommate has gone to his village, I guess. He didn't even tell me. And yeah, I'm good. I'm enjoying myself. I always I don't know how to end a video. Of course, I'm not even. I mean, man, it's like 40 minutes. What the fuck? Is this video even going to be saved or not? Okay. I just have to stop as soon as possible. So, bye.